We live in a fascinating era where you can simply ask your phone to play some music without needing you to even touch it. But how does that even work? Firstly, the phone hears your voice through a microphone. A microphone works by turning the vibration of the air, aka the sound, into a small amount of electricity. It is an analog device, which means its functionality is based on tiny differences in the voltage and frequency of the current, while the phone is digital and it works with a clear difference between two voltages. It doesn't know how to interpret those small differences in voltage, so a sound chip called analog to digital converter, or ADC, is added in between the microphone and the motherboard to turn the analog signal into one that can be understood by the computer. After that, the audio recording is stored in the computer as a matrix of frequencies and amplitudes, in which the length of the matrix is the time, the height is the frequency, and the value represents how loud a specific frequency is at a point in time. The recording is separated into chunks and stored temporarily in files. Said audio files are then sent to a server through an API, waiting to be processed and for the API to return the processed data to the phone. The server then processes the audio chunks with the help of speech recognition technology, and it turns the spoken words from those audio recordings into text. Speech recognition technology consists of a bunch of complicated algorithms, lately even neural networks, making it very effective. Afterward, the text is further processed with the help of a word comprehension algorithm, and it gets associated with a predefined command from a list of commands. And other useful information from said text is turned into parameters for that command. The command is then returned to the phone through the API as the answer for its request, waiting to be executed. In our example, the user asks the phone to play a song. When the phone executes this command, it usually opens up the preferred or default music player that can be Spotify, YouTube Music, or even the offline music player that comes with the phone, and plays a random song or the first one in the playlist if there is no song specified in the command. An API, which stands for Application Programming Interface, is a software intermediary that allows two different applications to talk to each other. For example, when you search for a song on YouTube, the YouTube app doesn't talk to the server directly. Your mobile phone and the big server room are two different mediums that normally couldn't understand each other. It would be like going to a restaurant and asking for the chef to bring you the food. In this example, the YouTube app, assuming you're using the app on your phone, tells the API that you are looking for that song, and the API then goes to the server and returns with a list of songs that match your search terms for you to choose from. Just like a waiter going to bring you the menu. In the case of a music streaming app, when you play a song, it gets separated into different chunks in the server, and then each chunk gets downloaded by the phone in order. This happens to avoid making the user wait for it to download the entire song before playing it. The first chunk downloads quickly and starts playing, and the second one is done downloading before the first one ends. That's where the term music streaming comes from. Then, the digital stream of audio is sent to a sound chip that consists of a digital to analog converter, or DAC, opposite of ADC, that turns digital data, like zeros and ones, in a voltage with a frequency and an amplitude that goes to an audio amplifier that just plays them through the speaker. All of this takes a dark turn the moment you realize that when you turn on voice commands, your phone will be always listening, with your legal consent too.